Smell Like Tickle Juice with Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series. Time now for Cerebus issue 234, the third chapter of Going Home. Passing beside the Siphon Plateau, Cerebus and Jaka journey onward. Jaka talks about how she decided to stop dancing, which led to her first meeting Rick, running into him just everywhere. She then talks about the moment that she fell in love with Rick, where he talked about a pink castle. Jaka realizes that she clung to him just because she was losing hold of her own dreams and wanted someone else's to hold on to. Cerebus and Jaka reach a glorious mountain range, which she is in awe of. But Cerebus spends the time mentally conflicted over the fact that they're 5 days behind schedule. He also fails to see the beauty in a big pile of rocks, though Jaka thinks he appreciates nature just as much as she does, and he isn't about to contradict her on anything. Jaka brings up the fact that when she gave him her "I love my husband" speech back in Jaka's story, that if Cerebus had told her then to leave with him, she would have done so. Stunned by this revelation, Cerebus punishes Jaka with some tickle torture. After she pees herself, Jaka and Cerebus reach a fork in the road. Cerebus wants to go left. He knows this area well, but Jaka wants to go right. She stops to ask the Cyrenist, and is informed that going left lacks pubs and taverns now, since they were all torn down, which upsets Cerebus since they were some of the best ones. So right they go. And that night, Cerebus' mental voice worries that they're behind so far on their travel schedule it means they might end up trapped in the Knipton mountain passes during a blizzard, forcing them to starve to death and potentially lead to cannibalism. What decision on this subject will Cerebus make? It's a good issue. It's a little meandering, but I think that's supposed to be the whole point of it. We get to learn a little bit about Jaka and Rick and their marriage and everything, stuff that we never knew back during Jaka's story, but it's stuff that requires you to have cared about that stuff back during Jaka's story. Cerebus' mental image of Rick during these discussions is worth the whole story alone, even if you don't find the story intriguing. Cerebus' concern about their being trapped in the mountains is an important plot point that'll be brought back up more later and builds on last issue, him making just a brief mention to us that they're behind schedule. So it's starting to compound things more. This issue drives home the whole point of communication being very important in relationships, since if Cerebus would tell Jaka that he's on a very strict timetable for a very specific reason immediately from the get-go, maybe she'd hurry up a little more. But him not doing so is only going to compound things for later, when it becomes a lot less mutual, their relationship. But that's merely the first of many signs of the fractures in their relationship. Things just aren't going to hold forever. But let's just see how long it lasts, shall we? Next time, is the honeymoon over?